Yeah, man. Good evening, people. Good evening, people. Delvin Sadler, Medea. Yeah, man. Delvin Sadler, and I am here for another episode of Unscripted. Anything goes. And beautiful people, I love you. Delvin, love you. And I want to thank you for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man, straight up. Indeed, I am truly, truly grateful that you come here on a daily basis to spend some time with Delvin. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We enjoy each other's company. In fact, I do enjoy your company every evening. You know, we go to work throughout the day, or you might be active at home doing a lot of stuff. And this is your time now to just sit and watch Unscripted. Anything goes by either listening to Delvin lecture, or you can actually participate. And for that I am truly grateful, because I can see the success of the show. And the good thing about it is that you are a contributing factor to the show becoming successful. And for that, I am truly grateful. Yeah, man, I'm truly grateful. This is not Delvin's show. This is our show. We are having a partnership together in this endeavor. So for that, yeah, I am truly grateful. Welcome, people. Unscripted. You know, see it. Anything goes. Rosemary Matthews. I love you, girl. The beautiful Rosemary Matthews. I love you. Delvin, love you. See my brother there, Ian Smith. I love you, my brother. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. The beautiful Camilla Walters. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. The beautiful Camilla Walters. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. You don't know Delvin, love you already. Straight up. Wayne Davis, my brother. You know Delvin already. I love you, girl. I love you, my brother. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Beautiful people. We've got sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sister wife herself, Andrea Bygrave. You know, Delvin. Cannot forget you, girl. Delvin, love you, girl. I love you straight from the heart. Straight up, unscripted. Anything goes. Beautiful people. We've got a lovely topic for you tonight. Here on Unscripted. Anything goes. Woman, give it up. Keep your man from cheat. Alright, my brother, yeah, man. Wayne Davis, my brother, big up yourself, my brother. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Woman, give it up. Keep your man from cheat. Yeah, it keep your man from cheat. Yeah, man. Keeps your man from cheating. You're right about that, my brother. Because remember, I always tell people that when you enter into a marriage, or you enter into a relationship where now you're occupying space, four corner walls, where you share a residence together, and you now call that person your spouse. Actually, you are in a partnership with each other. You are in a partnership with each other. That means everything, both of you would actually fulfill each other's desires and needs. And if you don't, like Wayne says, give it up, chances are you are encouraging your man to now go elsewhere and get it. Yeah. And when he does, you're going to be upset and miserable and feel bad about it, and you cuss him or argue with him, when clearly you were the one that was saying no in the first place. When you were supposed to be saying yes, because you're in a partnership where everything is to be taken, all of his needs should be taken care of by you, and all of your needs should be taken care of by him. Straight up, unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up, people. You know, yeah, man, Jenny Dorset, the beautiful Jenny Dorset. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Straight up. I love you, girl. Yeah, man, Delvin, love you. Straight up. Yeah, man, real talk. Yeah, man, real talk, brother. Yeah, man, straight up. So, people, this show is doing quite well, and I'm really grateful of the fact that Delvin name is out there now. Delvin is actually, being talked about. And we're getting bigger and better. So keep sharing the show. You see that share button at the bottom there? Just if you know anybody that is in a relationship, which is almost everybody, press share, man, and share it to them. Because we want them to actually learn. You know what I mean? Know what the consequences of their inaction to actually give sex to their man, what the consequences can be, and also what the perception from a male's point of view as to what is happening. Yeah, man, Delvin is going to give you an in-depth knowledge of the consequences that can occur as a result of you actually withholding sex. So press the share button and share it up to everybody, please. Yeah, man, all when you dash it out, good. All when you dash it out, good, them still cheat. Yeah, yeah, man, that's why you have to actually, you know, yeah, you have to know your partner and your spouse. And the reason why a lot of men cheat is because a lot of times, you discuss with your wives a lot of things you want to try sexually, freaky, dirty, nasty thing, or you're not open-minded enough to actually consider these things. And because of your lack of interest or your unwillingness to do it, a man now would now see something or see someone, another woman who is willing to actually do these things. And because they love you, they stay with you, and they will go and cheat and get that sexual fulfillment and desire that they want. So it's not that you're not dashing it out, it's that your unwillingness to actually go beyond the scope of routine regularity and go outside of that by being more exploratory, being more exploring, to try new things. Yeah, man, straight up. You know what I mean, Andrea? Yeah, man. Breads. Me and my crew is watching in Belize because you forever real. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up the people in Belize that are watching Unscripted. Anything goes. Big up my brother Wayne and his crew. Thanks for watching. Delvin Sadler every single day. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But no, you're a big supporter of the show, So give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. So people, let's deal with some protocol, because I know people are probably gonna come and camp tonight, because this is a nice subject matter. So remember, people, you've got rights here. First of all, the rules of the show is that there's no rules. You have the right to speak freely and openly, and nobody will cut you off nor block you. Delvin will not do that. Also, you have the right to come on the cam and speak freely and openly. Yeah, nobody is exempt from coming on the cam. As long as you want to come on, yeah, man, just all you need to do is just click on my name and send me the request, and then I will now accept it and bring you on. Or just say, Delvin, I want to come on, and I will send you the request, and all you have to do is just accept it, and then you come on and we dialogue. Also, when we do come on camera, most of the time you hear Delvin speak about myself, or I talk without naming names. But what you'll never hear Delvin do is to speak bad about people. Yeah, especially people that are different from my sexuality or your sexuality. Yeah, those people specifically who are gay, bisexual, transgender, weird people, queer people, whatever they want to determine themselves. That's their prerogative and their, whatever they want to do in their bedroom, that's their business. That's none of our business what they do in their bedroom. We just don't talk bad about people because we don't want anyone to talk bad about us. Straight up. Yeah, man. Unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, man, with that said, beautiful people, we're gonna go into the show right away. Right away. Press up the share button. Yeah, if not, you can share the show afterwards. So why a woman should actually, yeah, not say no to her man, yeah, when he wants sex. You know? Why a woman must always give sex to a man. Yeah. That is the subject matter to that. Yeah, you shouldn't be not having sex or withholding sex from your man. You should not be doing that. Yeah. There's an odd time when, the vagina is tender, sometimes through period or through the constant, sex. Yeah. It becomes something that becomes sensitive or, it just needs a little break. Aside from that, all men understands that and knows that. So aside from wanting a day or two off just to get it, what do you call desensitize again, then there shouldn't be a reason why you withhold sex from your man. Some of you don't like period sex, so we can understand that. Yeah, so that you don't have to do because maybe the man don't like that either. So both of you in agreement with that. And that is your time anyway. So that whether you have that or not, that is totally up to you. However, now you're not on period, you're fully healthy, and you're good. There is absolutely no reason for you to actually withhold sex from your man. Absolutely no reason. And I'm going to tell you the consequences, what could happen if you actually withhold sex from your man. The lovely and beautiful Antoinette Roach, big up yourself, girl. I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. The beautiful Vanessa Hall, I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. And this lecture is coming from the marriageplace.com. This is coming from the marriageplace.com. So, not having sex. So it says here that a lot of couples that this specific marriage counselor sees, in his office, ends up sharing that they were not having sex. A lot of couples that this marriage counselor sees states, they admit that they've not been having sex. Yeah, straight up. Big up yourself early, my brother. Thanks for joining. I love you, my brother. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. It says lately, he's seeing a lot of angry, shut down men. He is seeing a lot of angry, shut down men. And men can actually do get shut down based upon lack of having sex or lack or being shunned by the wife when want sex. And as a result, you just feel as if, you know what, I'm not gonna even bother to ask. And they become now shut down. They no longer want to initiate sex because the actual rejection now creates this barrier between him and the woman where he now shuts down himself by actually absconding himself from even attempting to want to have sex with her because of the constant refusal from the woman to actually have sex with the man. Yeah, so the man now shuts down. Big up yourself, Marva and Enrique. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Yeah, man. So if you see that your man, ladies, is actually shut down, he doesn't want to initiate sex, he doesn't even want to even respond to you trying to get intimate, and he shuts down, it's because of the constant hearing of no and the constant rejection from the woman. Yeah, so if you see that he has been shutting down or has shut down, that's a clue that, something is wrong based upon your constant rejection. Straight up. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Francis Rena. Thanks for joining Unscripted Editing Goals. Yeah, man. Let's see what you have to say. Why does a man hold from a woman? You say, that is what we're talking today. Same way you treat me, you get it back. My ex hold it. My ex hold it from me for 2 months. So you tell me why they do that. I was willing to give to him anytime he needs it. So why hold back from me? Okay, I'm gonna touch on that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna put forth. I'm gonna bring a show on that. But this situation that we're talking about is where the woman now constantly holds it back from the man, and as a result of it, the man, you know what I mean, don't want to accept rejection or want to constantly be rejected. Hence, he now accept the status quo that she does not want to give himself sex. And as a result of that, he now shuts down. Don't even have the desire to even respond to your approach about sex. Yeah, or even want to attempt to try to have sex with you because you constantly rejects him. Yeah, man, straight up. All right, let's see. Big up yourself, Jacinta Sadler. Big up yourself, Asheen Martin. I love you, girl. I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Straight up. Yeah, man. All right, so listen carefully as we continue. Yeah, man. So when a couple is having sex, Carol Clementson, big up yourself, girl. I love you. So when a couple is having sex, it's usually the wife who when a couple is not having sex, or the man has shut down and don't want sex as a result of being rejected from sex, it's usually the woman, the wife, or the spouse is the person that sees that, you know what, something is wrong here, and they now, asked to go to counseling. So it's usually the woman who initiates therapy. They feel, the woman feel that they're losing their husband or their man, and are worried because their husband is often angry or irritable. So it's not just the shutdown of not wanting to do the sex anymore. No, other things starts to follow with it, like angry, irritable, frustrated. A lot of things seem to be on his mind, but the sex is so important that it now creates, a ripple effect because of not getting it. Straight up, other things constantly now get affected by it as well. Sometimes they are, sometimes they are in the office, sometimes they are in my office, which is the counselor's office, because the husband, as a result of shutting down from the wife, now had an affair, or because he wants a divorce. He's fed up. He's tired of it. He's sick and tired of hearing no, and as a result of it, he doesn't feel as if you are actually playing the role of a wife to give him sex. So now he went out, had an affair, and now you want a divorce, or even want a divorce, or the woman find out, and a result is the argument that ensues. Straight up. Big up yourself, Beverly Bellamy. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Let's see what the lovely Antoinette Roach has to say. If a woman should not say no, but she don't want to have sex, should she still give it up? Women have a right to control their own being. And that is the problem now. That is the problem, because, if you do have the right to control your body, and that is why the man shuts down, because he can't rape you. No, rape is a crime. And not only that, he loves you so much, he has to respect your wishes. So therefore, what happened is that, because of your constant rejection, and you think it's your right to say no, which is your right. But what I just spoke about earlier, before you actually came in, is that when you take a vow in marriage, or you enter into a common law situation now where you reside under a roof with a person, yeah, you are now saying to that person that all of your needs will be taken care of by me and no one else. Likewise, all of my needs will be also taken care of by you and no one else. Yeah. So if the sexual needs arises, yeah, then you are now supposed to step up to the plate and fulfill that need. Unless, yeah, you're on your period, your vagina is tender, yeah, it needs a little rest, or, yeah, straight up, you're sick. But if all of your members are in order and nothing is preventing you from performing as a wife, why are you saying no when you are supposed to fulfill that need? That is the question. Why are you saying no when you are supposed to fulfill that need? So yes, you do have the right to say no. And you can say no. But the consequences of you saying no, just remember, the other person, the same way you are an individual to say no, even though you're in a partnership, yeah, the same way the other person also is an individual within that partnership. And if you break the bond of partnership by saying no to the person that you're supposed to say yes to, and he now must respect that no, then what you are saying now, yeah, somebody else can actually fill the void, or you can also now say no to me. Yeah, you have to look at it from both sides and what the responsibility are from each side. So the same thing that you are supposed to do or are capable of doing, it's the same on the other side. So when he goes out and now cheat and you find out and he says to you, it's because you say no to me, then you have to accept that. You should not be upset because you're relating to each other. So withholding, yeah, withholding is okay. It's okay for certain reasons, but it's not okay when you're fully functionable. It might sound weird, but at the truth, it is the truth. So we're going to tell you the consequences of you saying no and what it can cause. Just follow on. You ever had, maybe you don't get satisfied or you're just boring, so you hold back. Okay, you see, that is the one of the perception in it as well. Yeah, why the mind actually shuts down. Yeah, you're right. You hit it right. You hit one of the points that I'm going to discuss right on the head. Yeah, we're going to get into that. That is possible. Highly possible. What you just said. Highly, highly possible. And in a lot of cases, a communication causes that to happen. Or laziness. Or a lack of going to the lovemaking process. Where you're now shortening the process rather than completing the job that you're supposed to do 100%. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's real talk, my brother. Yeah, man. Don't be blaming the woman. What do you mean blaming? There's no blaming here. There's blame on both sides. There's blame on both sides. There's no blame going to anyone. You understand? There's no blame. What you must understand is what you sign up for. What you sign up for by coexisting under a roof with someone that you either call a husband and he calls you a wife, or you call him what do you call now? Common law husband and he calls you a common law wife. Yeah, there's responsibilities. Yeah, there's responsibilities from both of you. Yeah, there's a responsibility, and that is why a lot of divorce happen is because people fail to understand what they're actually signing up for. You have to know what you're signing up for. Straight up. You must know what you're signing up for, or else don't get into it. You must know what you are signing up for. If you don't know, don't get into it. Don't just go and say words, or don't just go and coexist with somebody without knowing why you're coexisting. Yeah. And then when shit hit the fan, now you start to get mad, you start to cuss, you start to argue, start throwing chairs, start throwing plates and all of these things. For what? Yeah. The same way he's culpable is the same way you are culpable too. Yeah, it takes two. Yeah, because there's no excuse for not knowing what you sign up for. But if you knew what you signed up for, then it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. If you now refuse to do what you were signed up for, and he goes out and gets somebody else to do it, you shouldn't have a problem with that. You got help. You outsource it to somebody else. You outsource the sex to somebody else. Straight up. Or if he did not go out and cheat, but now shuts down and don't want to even have nothing to do with you. Yeah. You should be okay with that. Or you should know that, you know what, you contributed to that. That is reality. That is truth. This is real now. That's why a lot of relationships are failing. Because people don't know what their true relationship entails and what they sign up for. You have to know what you're signing up for. Yeah, if you don't know, then don't get involved. Do not get involved. You're living at your house by yourself, and when you want a man to come over, you let him come over and fix you up and go in yard. But the minute that you and him coexist under a roof together, you are actually signing up that everything with regards to their needs will be fulfilled by you. It's the truth, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what you're signing up for. Yeah, man. Straight up. All right, let's see what the people have to say. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The thing cannot freeze. No, it cannot freeze. Not at this time. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, man. All right. So what if she is the man? So what if if the man and not, what if the man and not the woman? It goes vice versa, you know. Remember I tell you it goes vice versa. It goes both ways. Yeah, that's why you cannot point fingers at one person to be blamed for anything within a household. Because a household has two occupants. Some of them have 3 and 4, whatever, but 2 occupants. And each person is responsible for the next person. So when you're saying that they are responsible for that, what did you contribute for them to actually be responsible for that? There's actually 2 sides. Yeah, man, if you look at it real good, there's no one person that is responsible for what happened. It's 2 persons actually responsible for it. Regardless. A true me I tell you. I'm not lie to you. Just look at it objectively, you'll see. Yeah, man, straight up. The woman said no because you make it look like she done it already. She done it already. Okay, alright, yeah, man. Nadine Smith, big up yourself, girl. I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Lie that. It was the man's fault, not mine. Okay. Oh, you know, say I know your fault. As much as it was his. Did you guys actually talk about it? Did you guys actually talked about what causes it? I was just too tired to please you, and it becomes like that every day. So your thing might be a more underlying effect than what we're talking about here. Yeah, man, there's a difference between a woman and a wife. What do you mean? Like, a wife is a woman. A wife is a woman. Yeah, a wife is a woman. if you're talking about a common law wife now, that is the same as a wife. If you're coexisting under a roof with a man, I know your God thing might tell you, say, yeah, it is different because you go to somebody that is responsible for, confirming that you've made this commitment to each other and blah, 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 and put it in a book or whatever. But under the law, if you coexist under a roof with an opposite sex person, and you guys, some of it is same sex now too, and you guys now commit and live under this roof, you guys are now basically common law wife and husband. You can now file taxes, and you state each other that you guys are common law, and your income under the house is a joint income for tax purposes. Hence, you're common law under the law. You're married. You're married. And if you guys part, the assets in the house would be divided just as if you had signed papers. Yeah, you have the right to go to court and actually get it divided equally. Whether you want to believe it or not, that is the damn truth. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Talk up the thing. Yeah, man. Talk them up. Yeah, man. Delvin. They need a man like you, and then the woman can't resist you. Yeah, man. Straight up, because you know how to please in every way. You see it, Andrea. You see it, Andrea. You see it, girl. Yeah, man. You see it, girl. I love that, man. Straight up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Whatever a man put into is what he gets. Not really, you know. It's not really. Not really. Not really. And let me finish. Let me go. Let me talk some more things. Let me talk some more things. Yeah, I'm gonna talk some more things. Yeah, let me talk some more things. Yeah, man. I was a good girl. Did everything for him, and I was shit on from him. Yeah, I went on my one way. He went 50-50. It went one way here, not 50-50. So you were pulling most of the weight, you're saying? Yeah, you were pulling most of the weight. Okay. Yeah, you need to come on the camera and me have a conversation. That's it. You come on the camera, man. Yeah, man. Some women don't want to suck penis. So the man go out and get it done out on the road. Nothing is wrong with sucking penis. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. It's oral sex. It's making love. Oral sex is a part of the love-making process. And some women, are set in their ways that they don't want to actually do those things to their man. And it's pleasurable to their man. So basically, if that is pleasurable to your man and you refuse to do that to him, therefore you're outsourcing that to somebody else because he's going to want that. And if he wants it and goes out and get it, yeah, then you shouldn't have a problem with it. If you have a problem with it, then maybe a divorce is in order. And you guys should get divorced and go your ways. You guys are not compatible. Straight up. If you're not compatible, then go, but don't be saying that you don't want to please the man, how he should be pleased or what is pleasurable to him. Yeah, so that's a big reason. That's a good one, Andrea. Yeah, man, straight up. Because she don't done it already. That's why. Okay, yeah, my brother. Yeah, no, it's not the same. Yeah, man, Francis. No, he was the one. He was the king. He was the king after God. So how you deal with him? So he didn't want to have sex with you. Yeah, he didn't want to have sex with you and you wanted the sex. And he's saying no to you. Yeah. Maybe he fell out of love with you. Yeah, maybe he fell out of love. There could be a lot more underlying things, where you probably tried to boss him around. Yeah. Maybe you tried to boss him around. Straight up. Or he felt inferior to you because you were probably pulling most of the weight. A lot of underlying things could cause your situation. I don't know. I would have to hear a lot more before I can make an assessment on that. But what we're talking about is deliberately holding sex from your spouse. Don't do that. Deliberately, I'm talking about. And if he deliberately do that to you when he is fully capable of functioning, then therefore the same thing applies to you, the same thing applies to him too. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, Valen, big up yourself, girl. I love you. So let's continue here with what I was gonna say here. Yeah. So yeah. So she's saying there that you know that it could be the husband now as a result of you withholding or not giving sex, could go out and have an affair, or on the worst end scenario, yeah, wants a divorce. Yeah, she knows they don't have sex often and they get along in every way. So the wife, this wife that is talking to the counselor, says she know they don't have sex very often, but they get along very good. They get along in other ways, and the man doesn't complain about it much. He doesn't complain about the fact that she is not giving him sex. You know why? Because that now, with her refusal or saying no, now becomes routine, habitual. Hence, the man shut down. He shuts down. He becomes dormant. Yeah, you can now try to advance yourself onto him. All that he's thinking is that it's going to happen again. He shuts down. Yeah, man, a lot of men, believe it or not, that happens too. Yeah, most of the women them in this room who have a man, yeah, that happen. Yeah, a lot of time it happen. Pissed off, frustrated, angry, irate. Yeah, straight up. Hence, shutting down. Don't even want to touch you. Yeah, it's like you touching them, it becomes a chronic feeling. Believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, they detest the fact that they even have to touch you, because of your refusal in saying no. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Gary Thomas. I love you, my brother. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. No way, he was in charge of me. He was in charge of you? Okay. Yeah, man, we need to talk, man. They could have come by the camera and may have a little dialogue, Francis. You know what I mean? But listen carefully. And then, yeah, you and I can talk about yours after. Listen. Yeah. So, she says here, yeah, the husband doesn't mention it right away because he is embarrassed or even humiliated. Yeah. What man wants to know is own wife doesn't want him. No man wants to know that his own wife doesn't want him. Yeah, that's how he feels. He feels that your wife, because you don't want to give him sex, that you actually don't want him. Yeah. So no man is going to go to a counselor and say, you know what, give me some counseling because my wife don't want to give me sex. It's a woman who always initiate the counseling aspect of it because she now recognize something is wrong. Straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, my brother. You preach. Yeah, man. Preach. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I preach. Yeah, man. Straight up. So listen to this carefully. Yeah, listen to this. If you aren't having sex in your marriage or your relationship, it's a big deal. According to the counselor here, the marriage counselor, he's saying if you are not having sex in your marriage or your relationship, that is a big deal. And Delvin agree with that. Let's see what Jacinta after says. You need to look after the needs of me first before you go on Facebook and address the situation. Okay. All right, Jacinta. All right. So listen to this. Listen to this. Yeah. So the marriage counselor is saying if you are not having sex in the marriage or the relationship, that is a big deal. Yeah. It means, listen to this carefully, it means something is off. something is wrong. If you are not having sex within the relationship, something is amiss. Something is off. The longer you ignore this, the harder the punch will be when you're forced to deal with it. The longer you ignore it, is the harder the force will be when you're forced to ignore it. Listen again, straight up. Yeah. Every single time, the wife is surprised, shocked at how angry and hurt and rejected her husband feels because they aren't having sex. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Desiree, girl. I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Bree, big up yourself, girl. So listen again, every single time, the wife is surprised, shocked at how angry and hurt and rejected her husband feels because they aren't having sex. Oh, you guys are surprised? Yeah, listen carefully, that she is shocked at the depth of the pain, the depth of the hurt, the depth to which he's angry that they're not having sex. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Bree, man. Yeah, man, Delvin, love your girl. Yeah, man. Sure, she admit knowing that, oh, we're not having sex. She admit it was a problem for him. She admit it's a problem for the man that they're not having sex. But she didn't realize just how much the problem is. How deep, the depth of the problem, because she's not giving him sex. This is the counselor now. He says, let me tell you what happened to the guy you sleep with every night when you reject his advances. Yeah, he feels inadequate. Straight up. He feels inadequate. Yeah. All right, let's read some of the things then, and then we're going to get into the meat of what we're trying to accomplish here tonight. Straight up, Francis. Yeah, man. Let's see what Francis has to say. All right. When he thinks he is God after him, when he thinks he is God after him, when he thinks he is God after him. So really think about, okay, so what you're saying is that after God, it's him. All right? Yeah. So really think about it. There's one God and no one else is God. Okay? All right. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man. All right. Let's see what Valen has to say. Is sex the glue to keeping the marriage relationship alive? Yeah, that is the most important thing, That is the most important thing. Yeah. That the sex is the most important thing. Because that is when you actually become one. Really and truly. In every aspect. Yeah, that is when you connect. And it's a, what do you call it now? It's a consummation of how you actually really feel. It's a consummation of how you actually feel. Some people believe that you consummate your marriage or your relationship the first night you have sex after you commit to each other. No, it's a constant consummation. Yeah, it's a constant thing. Yeah, that is what you have to do it so often or more often to confirm that, yeah, we are still one. Yeah, for real. We are still one. And the feelings that you feel is because the person that you are doing with care so much about you that they want you to feel that way all the time. and they want to be the one to make you feel that way. What a thing. What a beautiful thing. Yes, man. For real. It is. Yeah, man. All right, let's see what Jacinta says. I have hurt too. The woman I've hurt too. You give me zero attention. Okay. All right. Yeah, so Jacinta is saying that because I don't give her the attention that she needs, she will be hurt. And as a result of that now. So yeah, we did talk about that last night. Yeah, how to build back your relationship and all of these things. So yeah, straight up. Tomorrow we're gonna talk, not tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday we're gonna talk about why the man must give the woman sex. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next. So tonight is just the woman, and next is gonna be about the man. Yeah, right. So don't worry about that. We're gonna deal with it from both sides. Yeah, man. Ashisha, big up yourself, girl. Thanks for joining. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. I agree with Sadler. All right. Yeah, man. Whatever. Keep throwing your words. Keep throwing my words. I'm reading the script. See the script, yeah? Yeah. So this is objective, Jacinta. Delvin, don't throw words. It's objective. Yeah. How do we feel when they do what they do, cheat? No attention, being taken for granted. So I guess I it's both sides can feel the same one, and each person is responsible for each other. We're talking about from the man's perspective tonight. When you don't give them sex, we're talking about how they feel. So hopefully you can learn something, and actually, look yourself in the eyes and say, what have I done to contribute to this? My contribution to it, and make changes accordingly. And when I do the lectures, the next lecture for on my own about from the woman's perspective. If the man don't give the woman sex, when we do it from that perspective, then the men them now has to now look themselves in the eyes and actually make the necessary changes. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to feel neglected. Yeah, man, straight up. So straight up, yeah. The lecture is just too long to just deal with both sides tonight. So it's just one side tonight. Yeah, man. But you can actually chime in. Cassandra Welch, I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. The lovely and beautiful Vicky Graham, thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Why is she surprised? She's the one doing the rejection. How would she feel after repeated being rejected? She wouldn't be really happy either. Yeah, that is the truth. And you hit the nail right on the head, Gary. You hit the nail exactly on the head. That, she constantly rejects you until now the rejection now becomes a norm to the man, where he now shuts her down, realizing that he is unwanted sexually. Yeah, and I'm going to show you what that unwanted thing can cause. It can cause what we mentioned earlier, the feeling to want to cheat or even want a divorce. Yeah, and I'm going to show you some other things. And Antoinette Roach mentioned some of it earlier, and we're going to touch on it. Yeah, man, can't be with a man and him don't have a dick. Yeah, so let's read. Can't be with a man and him don't have a dick. Sex is the key. Yeah, you're right about that. You can't be a man. Yeah, yeah, man. You have to actually satisfy the equipment. Yeah, man. You have to satisfy the equipment. Straight up. Yeah, man. Straight up. Let's see what Jacinta has to say. Make no effort to make me feel nothing. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, Michelle Sands. How you doing, girl? I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. I love you, girl. Yeah, man, my brother. Yeah, man. Sylvester Hughes. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. I love you, my brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Mr. Bob. Yeah, man. How that? Oos? Oos? How you doing? Yeah, man. Thanks for joining, brother. Thanks for joining. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, brother. Colette Wint. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. So let's get into the meat of what we want to talk about now. And I want you guys to listen for a little bit here. All right? Listen carefully to this. Yeah. So Yeah. So yeah. So what we the last where we stopped is that, the counselor is saying, yeah, if you are not having sex, or you are rejecting your man's advances, he now feels inadequate. Hence, the cause for that shutdown. Straight up, the cause for that shutdown. So he questions whether or not you love him at all. Now he starts to question whether or not you love him or in love with him. Listen carefully. He fears he is disappointing you sexually. Just like what Antoinette said earlier, he fears he's disappointing you sexually, and is the reason and that is the reason why you turn him down. Yeah, he feels completely helpless, and then start to resent the heck out of you for putting him in a powerless position. What a thing. Yeah, man, straight up. Because he's no longer the driver or the driving force as to whether it happens or not. The woman is now saying, yeah, you're not getting it. And he wants it. So as a result of it now, you take away that power of mutual consent to getting it. To now it becomes a dictating on him that you will not get it. Hence, he accepts that as he will not get it and just don't want it anymore. Hence, a shutdown. The truth. This happened to a lot of man. I wish you could just take these advice you give and think on them. Of course, I'm preaching to myself too. Yeah, Delvin always have to preach on them too. Yeah, I'm yeah, this is talking to me too. Yeah, it's not about ego, it's about someone's feeling. Yeah? Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Listen carefully. Delvin, watch this. Yeah. He may act out his ways to alleviate both his sexual frustration and building resentment towards you by using porn or having an affair. So now, instead of wanting to have sex with you now because he shut down, he now use pornography, watching porn and masturbating as a substitute. He has more interest in that rather than in you, because you are now rejecting him, but the porn and the masturbation will never reject him. So you'll do that. Or he will go and cheat, have an affair. A real thing. Yeah. And it all stems by you continuously saying no. Straight up. He often avoid coming home and work longer hours. So now excuses to not be around you becomes the order of the day, because you care not for his sexual advances or feelings. So if that's the case, why be around you more? No, less would be better. Less would be better. Straight up. So you're more like a roommate rather than a lover. A true thing. Yeah, man, a true thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rasta. And Elvin. And this is Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man. Straight up. Let's see what Valen has to say. I feel like couples must tell each other the truth if they are not happy in the bedroom. For example, if one of them got diagnosed with an illness, yeah, man, you have to be constantly dialoguing. Constantly dialoguing. Yeah. If you're gonna say no about that, you're not gonna give your man sex, then you must tell the man the reason why you can't do it. Tell him the reason why you can't do it. You know? And if you constantly say no and you're healthy, you're constantly saying no and you're not on your period or you're not tenderized down there or anything is preventing you from doing that, and even if all of that you're on your period or you're tenderized, yeah, you still have to make the effort to do other things, maybe not the penetration, that you're capable of doing. Your hands are working, your lips are working, yeah, your body is working, yeah, use those. Delvin. Yeah, and this is unscripted. Anything goes. It's just not limited to just one thing. Yeah, or if that one thing now becomes a problem, other things actually works. yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Let's continue. Jonal Primus, I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man, I'm a mother-in-law. That I love you. Straight up. So he will justify this by believing, yeah, you force him to cheat. He will justify this by choosing other alternative means other than you, because you force him to do it. Because you who are supposed to be the one that meets that need now are not doing it. And if you are not doing it, therefore, yeah, a substitute now becomes involved. Because the man must release himself one way or another. But one thing for sure, because of you neglecting or actually rejecting, yeah, it now because him to have a rejection of you, hence a shutdown of himself from you. And the truth that Delvin attack, yeah, man. Then he gets angry and angry and angry, frustrated. Yeah, sometimes don't even want to see you, don't even want to even be around you. Why? Because of that rejection. The rejection leads to something internally that went so deep that is there in the flesh. You're saying good morning, good evening. Yeah, you're acting out the part, but he is not within the part. He actually now becomes dormant. And it's the truth. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Can't believe you go on Facebook and talk about it. Why not? This is a lecture. Delvin lecture in here. Delvin lecture in. Listen. Yeah. Straight up. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, man. Basically, he really wants to be loved by you. Yeah, Rastafari. He really wants to be loved by you. That's what he really wants. But if you're not doing the loving, obviously, yeah, you now becomes obsolete. Straight up. At least, according to the counselor here. Okay, let's see what Gary has to say. That's part of the problem. Too many people don't talk about this at all, and they should. It builds trust and a healthy relationship to be able to talk about anything. You're right about that, my brother. And that is why Delvin do these lectures, you know. That is why Delvin do these lectures, because we constantly sit down every day and we go through the motions. And clearly there's a deep underlying thing that is destroying individuals within marriages. Yeah, and within relationship. And you wonder why there's a disconnect. and you point fingers, when all along, the finger pointing that you're pointing actually points right back at yourself. And the truth, yeah, the truth hurts, you know. It's very hard to digest. Yeah, and you out there who are probably looking at Delvin right now, you are feeling probably, yeah, this is connecting with you. And you are actually saying, but this applies to me. Yeah, it applies to you. But if it does apply to you, yeah, you must now learn from what you are hearing. You must actually learn from what you are hearing and actually make the changes necessary so that you fix the problem. You fix the problem so you can actually move on in love. Yeah, for real. Unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. Let's continue here. Yeah, man, people, beautiful people. It's a nice lecture tonight. This lecture is hitting people to the core. Silence is golden. Yeah, yeah, man, we have to make changes in life to actually make things work, make happiness exist. Yeah, man, you have to do that. Or you're gonna have problems and you wonder where it stem from. And you think is that, oh, it's them. It's never you. No, it's never me. It's always you. No. It's never me. It's always you. Yeah, it's never me. It's always you. No, straight. No, it's two in the relationship. It takes two for that to occur. Yeah, but the truth irks. But don't ask the question if you can't handle the truth. Answers. I'd prefer the truth over lies. Of course, you have to prefer the truth over lie, my brother. You're right about that. You have to. You have to. Yeah, man. You have to actually prefer the truth over lies. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Straight up. So at least he does until he's so hungry and so shut down, he starts to despise you. He starts to despise you. He shuts down. As I told you before, this now creates a ripple effects where he despise you. When it gets bad, he tries to stay civil, but contempt leaks out at times, and this confuses you. So you start hearing things utter from his mouth that is outside of the norm. But this comes out as a result of frustration and angry and the fact that he don't want to be around you. Yeah. But it also justifies to you that it is okay to not have sex. So now frustration now is telling you, yeah, that's why we're not having sex. It's okay to do that because you're feeling this way. After all, who wants to have sex with a jerk? Yeah, but the reason why he became a jerk was because of your rejection of him sexually. It seems real, don't it? It is very real. Very real. A true me attack. A true me attack. Delvin, you see this lecture here? This lecture is a real lecture. It really connects. It really connects. This lecture really it to the core of your being. It hits directly to the core of your being. Because all along you thought it was, listen, he's an asshole. He's stupid. Yo, him not respect me. But guess what? It all stemmed from you. Rastafari, it all stemmed from you. And he became what he is because of rejection from you. It hurts. Yes, Rasta. Yes, Rasta. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Listen to this though. At least with the truth, you can actually you can hopefully start to fix and build something real each other than trying to make something work with pure lies. Yeah, man. A lot of people are living a relationship of lies, but when the truth actually comes out like that now, then yeah, it has to be a driving force for change. And if you recognize that, yeah, something is wrong. Yeah, no, an action plan must be put in place to actually fix what is wrong. So that, yeah, we don't get back to that point. Because really and truly, the man loves you. But the rejection now accumulates into other things get added on to it, which leads to a bigger thing. Yeah. And it all stems from the rejection. But it can be fixed. It can be fixed. Yeah, man, straight up. It can be fixed. Big up yourself, my brother Sabali. Yes. Let the people know it. Yeah, it connects. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, straight up. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. This is a juicy lecture tonight. I'm really enjoying it. All right, listen, Delvin. And this is unscripted. Anything goes. Watch this now. It says all of these intense feelings are going under the surface. And you are obvious and you're oblivious to how much pain he is in. Listen carefully again. And I repeat, all of these intense feelings are going under the surface, and you are oblivious to how much pain he is in, how much pain he is feeling, because it's not showing on the surface, but deep inside, it is ripping him apart. Partly because he's not being direct enough in telling you. He's not telling you. He's not showing you. But partly because you don't want to see his pain. Yes, Rasta. Yeah. And partly also because you don't want to see his pain. Yeah. You don't want to know the effect of what you did and what is the result of that pain. So you don't look for it. All you accept is normality than what is the possible reality. Delvin. And this is unscripted. Anything goes. And you talk about communication. All right, listen. Straight up. When he has tried to talk about it, listen again. Delvin. Unscripted. Anything goes. Listen, people. When he has tried to talk about it, you have responded by telling him, all you want is sex. Rastafari. Listen, people. Listen. When he tried to talk about it, you responded by saying or telling him, all you want is sex. Yeah, man. This infuriates him and widen and widen the qualms between you. It just widens it, gets it. Even by you even mentioning those words, is the more bitter he gets. It makes him feel hopeless, and he thinks if all he thinks if all he wanted was sex, he sure wouldn't be with you. Rastafari. If all he wanted was just sex, then he wouldn't be with you. Because that's not good. Yeah, because you're rejecting him. And if you're rejecting him and it's not good, if that's all he wanted, why would he be with you? It's just your words, you know. It's just your word. So you got to be careful what you're saying, because there's actually no merit to those words. You have to think on a broader scope. Rastafari, Delvin. And this is unscripted. Anything goes. For real. This is a very good show tonight. Yeah. Then you notice that you have also started pulling away from non-sexual physical affection. You notice that you start pulling away from non-sexual physical affection. You stiffens when you hug. When he tries to hug you, you stiffens. Yeah, you give him a push off, a push off kiss. Yeah, to let him know that you don't have the time or the desire to linger. At some point, to protect himself, he comes to accept this as the norm. You see it? That is how men work. If you don't understand, Delvin will teach you that. If you guys don't understand men, yeah, especially men like, your husband, yeah, they will accept it as the norm. But it will not be an end to them and their sexuality. What a thing. What a thing. So now he now accept your lack of hug, lack of intimacy, lack of kissing as the norm. And as a result of it now, that becomes a part of the relationship, where that now, becomes the normality. Yeah, man, Frank, my brother. Big up yourself, my brother Frank. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything Goes. Beautiful lecture tonight. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Beautiful lecture tonight. Yeah, why the woman should not say no. Why the woman should not withhold sex from her man. What a nice lecture. What a nice lecture. Next. Yeah. He is trapped in a sexless marriage or a sexless relationship. He is trapped in a sexless marriage or a sexless relationship. You're in a prison. You feel like you're in a prison. Yeah. And guess what? He now starts to detach himself from it. He now starts to detach himself from it. Because of that normality, which now caused the shutdown. Yeah. Which caused now him to now remove himself from it. So physically, he might be there, but he's not functioning within it. That's the norm. Straight up. Maybe he hurts her or abuse her that she no longer feel attracted to him. Think about that. That is possible. But this is a normal these are normal relationships. And normal relationships don't have abuse in it. Yeah, normal relationships don't have abuse in it. Yeah. They don't have that. The abnormal ones have that in there. The abnormal one, but most of the 99% of relationships don't have abuse. Very small amount of them have it. Yeah. And if abuse is taking place in your relationship, anyone's relationship, get out of it right away. Get out of it right away. It's not healthy. It is unhealthy. Get away from it. Get away from it. Yeah, man. So now he starts to detach himself from the marriage or relationship because he feels a sexless marriage is like a trapped. It's like a trap, like he's in prison. Yeah, this is the point. Most men leave the marriage. So once he feels as if he's in a prison, he's just taking up space and not functioning. This is the point where now divorce is now contemplated or cheating. Cheating. And most of the time, yeah, because you've got so much vested interest tied up with your spouse. Yeah, the other option now is to now cheat. Yeah, man. Cheating. Because what else could happen now? You're so far detached. So far detached from your spouse that if you cheat and you get caught, the ultimate thing is going to happen is still going to be a divorce. And if you divorce, you still have somebody that is still meeting those needs while you go through the divorce. And the assets are going to be split anyways. If you don't get caught, then you just live normal. You just live normal because you're not getting any satisfaction sexually from your spouse anyways. You just live. Yeah, man, because me a good look. Because me a good look pum pum. So what? Okay, because me a go look. Oh, you gonna look good pum pum somewhere else. Yeah, man, you gonna look good pum pum somewhere else. Of course. Yeah, man, somewhere else. Yeah, man. Result E left emotionally and then leaving physically is a breeze. Yeah. Yeah, he's already detached. Yeah, he's already detached himself from no relationship or the marriage. That, it's a simple thing to go out and actually have a sweetheart or a side chick or someone who's sexually meeting those needs or fulfilling him. And if that's the case, and she finds out, yeah, I'm already gone anyways. Yeah, I'm already gone anyways. Yeah, so let's make it official right away. Now you have a reason to make it official. Yeah, straight up. Yeah. So for you men out there who are not getting sex from your wife, all right? Here's how you need to talk to your wife. We're going to talk about how you need to talk to your wife or talk to your girlfriend or whatever. We're going to talk about that. There's actual solutions to how you can actually deal with it so that it don't get to the point where now you detach yourself. Yeah, you detach yourself and just, put something that could possibly, what do you call it now, be solved or dealt with to the point where your marriage could be saved or your relationship could be saved and to send it down the drain. No, yeah, there's actually solutions to deal with that. So if this is happening in your relationship or your marriage, yeah, come on, wake up now. Come on, wake up right now. Right now, snap out of it. Yeah, snap out of it. Guys, if it sounds like your situation, if it sounds like you are in the situation, yeah, you be direct with your wife about how you're feeling. You vent to your wife. You vent to your girlfriend. Let her know exactly how you're feeling. Let her know exactly how you're feeling. Straight up. Straight up, man. Let her know exactly how you're feeling. Let her know that something has to change. The status quo is just not good enough. Something must change. Tell her how much pain you feel and how much it hurts to feel so rejected time after time and again after and again. Let her know it hurts. Don't hide behind your embarrassment or humiliation. Don't feel embarrassed or humiliation that, this is, You know, why do I have to feel this way? It's just not a good thing. No, don't do that. Action plan, talk to her right away. Vent to her. Let her know, yeah, that you don't like the fact that she has been rejecting you for so long, time and time and again, and it hurts. Because you aren't the only man who feels trapped in a sexless marriage, you know. You're not the only one. Lots of men are trapped like that. Tons of men are trapped in sexless marriages. It is awful. It is awful, but it happens. Yeah, it is awful that you cannot be pleasured how you want to be pleasured by your wife. It is not a good thing. And a lot of men are in this situation. Straight up. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. So the more you speak out to her and the more you let her know your displeasure in being rejected. Yeah. And the consequences of the action of being rejected. Then that might hit the spot or force her to now go and get the proper counseling or treatment to actually, yeah, make things right. For real, make it right again. Make it right again. Speak out so it can be corrected and be right again. Yeah, man. Okay, let me see what Vibe has to say, my brother. Yeah, big up yourself, my brother Vibe. Yeah, he's saying that, yeah, me up in age, me can't the bullshit, me keep a good sex friend, we both have Sunders standing now, there's just headache. Sometimes when she no want sex, you know more than her, you know more than her, and she have some. That's how I think. I'm not go stress out about it. So basically, what Vibe is saying here is that he's up in age now. He's not gonna live with anyone and create any, tensions or animosity, or he's too old for those drama that's in relationship. He has a sex friend, and if she says she don't want it, they don't live together. So water under the bridge. Straight up. Yeah, when he wants sex and she wants sex, as long as they agree, they go and do it. Yeah, he's not gonna stress out himself in a relationship. You do you, and I do me. Straight up. That's what it is. And that's where a lot of couples and relationship are heading now in today's society. Where now people are now what you call now friends with benefits. Yeah. People are now living the life of friends with benefits. Where I am doing my thing and I'm living. You are doing your thing over there and you're living. Yeah, if ever we feel like we want to have sex, we go have sex. And a lot of them have tons of different friends with benefits partners. So if one is not available, they go to another one, to another one, to another one, without the commitment side of it, where now, yeah, they have to be disappointed by one person. That is where it is. Yeah, that is where it is. You understand? Yeah, that is where it is. One of my best time was when I was living alone and I had friends with benefits come over. Oh God, I didn't have to worry about those nonsense. You just call somebody. This person said no, you just call somebody else. You call somebody else until some takers come. And then you get fulfilled. Simple as that. So I understand what you're saying, Vibe. Yeah. The actual stress of living with somebody when they are supposed to be the ones meeting your need. And they're not living up to what they signed up for. Yeah, which cause you now to be in a stressful situation. Shut down. Yeah. And it now leads to the point where contemplation of divorce is on the cards. Come on. Come on. Do your role. If you play your role within the relationship like you're supposed to play it, then everything goes nice and smooth. Especially when you have a good man. You have a damn good man. Right. Listen. Yeah, man, straight up. Let's continue. Yeah, man, straight up. So start respectfully, but tell her if she doesn't get it, yeah, man, force the issue by making an appointment for the two of you to talk with a counselor, a marriage counselor. Yeah, man, force the issue by telling her that you guys must go and talk to a counselor. If she doesn't want to join you, go alone. Go alone. Don't make the excuse that you have tried to tell her, but she didn't want to. No, you go ahead and you get your counseling. Get your counseling. Hopefully she will join you, or the counselor can call her and arrange for her to come. But go ahead and start the session rolling. Straight up, because it's worth it. Yeah, at least you tried. Because you know you're on your last straw. So give it a shot. Give the counseling a shot. Big up yourself, my brother, Michael Clark. Yeah, man, big up yourself, my brother. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, according to the counselor, he says, every couple that I've seen in this situation, as a wife who tells me she didn't know the things were this bad. So most of the time, the women them don't even know the depth of the pain that they've caused by actually depriving the man of sex. She didn't know that it was that deep because he accepts the status quo. But she don't realize that internally it rips him apart. Rips him apart to the point where now he becomes shut down. So it becomes a norm of him not getting it, and the norm now becomes an acceptance that he will not get it. Hence, internalization of pain because of rejection. And now it starts to spill over into now being angry. Yeah. Being picky. Yeah. Yeah, man. Start to isolate himself from you. Yeah. Not wanting to come home. To now getting cheating and actually fulfilling of his own sexual desires. Yeah. To the point where now divorce is now an option. Big up yourself, my brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Kajira. Big up yourself, my brother. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man. Straight up. Straight up. So the woman themselves didn't know the extent to how deep this is. Yeah. Yeah, man. So don't be afraid to find out exactly why you aren't getting sex or why you aren't having sex. No. Constantly try to communicate. Yeah. But you as a woman don't take anything for granted. You shouldn't take anything for granted and assume that the status quo should remain as it is. Straight up. Yeah, man, let's see what Vive has to say before we go into the last section, before we wrap up the show. Straight up. This one thing I learned on life. I always have my own place. She will tell to get out sometimes. And she have a plan start showing you bad face when she don't want, when you're violating. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. You have her place, she have her place. And if you're basically overstaying your time, she will have her ways to tell you to leave. Yeah, she will have her ways to tell you to leave. And because you know you have your place, you go your yard. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, man. Susan Smith, thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. I love you. So, all right. So, the woman not having sex. Yeah. How to respond. This is all you to respond. Yeah. This is all you to respond to this situation. Yeah. Listen. Ladies. All right. There are a lot of reasons why you may not desire sex or desire sex with your husband. Ignore the problem and ignoring the problem and avoiding sex is a cowardly way to deal with that. If you don't like the quality of sex, talk about it. Go and get therapy. Read some books about how to make the sex life more spontaneous. But you cannot just sit idly by not having sex. You have to try to fix the problem that's causing you to feel the way that you are feeling. Not just take the high road or the low road or, of rejection. Let's use rejection as the means to gain satisfaction. No, don't do that. That is not a solution. Yeah, you talk about it. You can go to therapy. Read more books. Watch some porns. Straight up. But don't just sit by idly or learn about what you can do to spice up things, to try new things that will make you be more pleasurable. But don't just sit by. You must fix the problem. Yeah, man, take a romantic vacation. Yeah, man, this can help too. It can rekindle film. That is true. That is true, my brother. Yeah, man, that is true. That is true. Very, very important point. Yeah, man. If there are emotional issues that dampens the mood, if there's emotional issue that dampens the mood, deal with those after. If you have psychological problem that causing you now to question, if he loves you or whatever, blah, 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 he said something that upset you or whatever, if those things are actually causing you not to feel comfortable in having sex with him, see a counselor and have that dealt with, or speak openly with him, get clarification, and put it behind you and move on. Yeah, it is natural for you to not desire. It is natural for you, the woman, to not desire sex if your husband is inattentive, if he's not giving you the attention, he's controlling you, he's bossing over you, he's critical or abusive to you. That is natural. But when everything is right, or if something is wrong, your means to actually abstain, your means to the solution is to abstain, not to give intentionally, and not try to fix the problem so that you're capable of now functioning. Yeah, that should not be the solution. But the solution is actually to try to correct. So you give, because that is how you now become one. The intimacy, it's a consummation of, it's a consummation it's a consummation of your constant love for each other all the time. That is the intimacy of sex. So why wouldn't you not want to do that when that is what now consummate your continuous love for each other? Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it now, or fix the problem that's causing you from not wanting to do it. So if this is happening in your marriage or relationship, you have some big problems to address. Use this opportunity to address them and make the situation better. Yeah, man. This is now your opportunity that it is now staring you in the face and in the eyes. Take time now to now address it. And make your marriage or your relationship better so that you can fully function and be able to please your husband the same way you want him to please you, and not shut down his body as a result of your rejection by withholding sex from him, because you are the one who is supposed to give him sex. And if you're not giving him, you could be the cause of him walking away from you. Believe it or not. So if you love your husband, find a way to deal with this, because one day you may get an ugly surprise. Yeah, man. You may get an ugly surprise if you don't find a way to deal with this problem. You may think all those not tonight that you're saying, not tonight, all those not tonight moments aren't that big of a deal. You might think it's not a big of a deal. But I am promising you tonight that, those not tonight, they will add up and it will come at a price. Yeah, man. Your husband needs to know that you love him by consummating that sexual act on a regular, continuous basis. Yeah, straight up. He views his sexual needs as a huge part of the marriage deal. Yeah, the marriage deal, you believe it or not, remember I told you it's a partnership. And that is a huge part of the partnership. And he views it as that need as very huge part of that deal and that partnership. And if you now not want to hold up your side of the bargain, that could come at a huge price. Where now cheating can now arise. And the ultimate displeasure of all, a divorce. A divorce. Yeah, man. Straight up. So you must know right now that, yeah, not having sex with your husband is a big deal. It is time you start talking about it with your husband and learning how to enjoy each other more, both husband and wife. It is heartbreaking to see the pain that not having sex can cause on the man. Yeah, so listen carefully tonight as I wrap up. Stop the misery. Stop the misery and get help. Get the help that you need so that you can fully and capably fulfill the sexual needs of your man. Yeah, man, big up for yourself, people. Yeah, man, a nice lecture tonight. I love that lecture, right? Man. Yeah, man, straight up. Let's see what Andrew have to say. Say, Delvin, come give me a romantic vacation. I know we won't shut down. Yeah, man, everything goes. Yeah, you see it, Andrea. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No problem. I know that for sure, man. Not shut down with me and you. Straight up. Don't worry yourself. Yeah, man. Let's see what Gary has to say. Great topic tonight, my brother. Yeah, man. Straight up. Enough respect and keep talking about things that couples are afraid to talk about amongst themselves. You are a platform for them to begin these conversations. Big up. Yeah, man, Gary. Thanks for the word of encouragement. Yeah, carefully. Because remember, Delvin tell you that, this is also for me as well. I'm no different from anybody else. No, this is also for me, and it applies to my relationship as well. So I am learning as much as you are learning, and this applies to my life as much as it applies to yours. And if I feel that these things can help my life, then therefore I feel it can help you, and it's a source and a platform for you to actually grasp it and now use it to actually better your relationships and your life. So please, people, don't just take this and just let it pass as another show, but actually use it to make your life better. And also remember to share the show so other people can enjoy it as well and to use it in their lives as well. So just press the share button and share it with everybody else. I enjoy the show tonight. This is one of our better quality shows. We've had a lot of good shows over the time that we're doing them, but this one is up there. Yeah, this one is up there with all of the good ones them. Yeah, man. I love the show tonight, man. There's a lot of substance. It touches to the core of relationship. it touches the core of the woman and also the man. So we actually learn a lot about our own selves tonight, and I'm sure you ladies learned a lot about your man and the reason why he is the way he is, because the consequences of you not giving sex to him can create that monster. That monster. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, people, any questions before I wrap up the show? Tomorrow, Auntie and I is going to be here tomorrow night, Any questions before I wrap up the show? This is what a nice show. I like it. Remember to share it, Share the show, man. Share the show. This is a very quality show. Share the show, them. Share the show. So remember, tomorrow, we're here tomorrow at 7 o'clock again. Remember to embrace conservative values, and we're tax-paying citizens. We don't have badges nor guns. So we must support the police. Until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, Delvin is telling you, I love you. I always do, and I will always will. I love you. Bye-bye.